Hi, I'm Rae Brown, and I wish you a Merry Christmas. Yes, I know the Santa hat is a little silly. To cap off this year, I've decided to create a special episode. This is This Month at the Bridgeway. Yep, I'm going to talk about all the movies that have either come out this month at the Bridgeway or are going to come out this month at the Bridgeway. So let's dive right in. Our first movie out in theaters is In the Heart of the Sea. Based on an event from 1920 about a group of sailors who go off looking for an enormous sperm whale, only to get stranded out in the middle of the ocean for 90 days. Whoops. Next is Youth. A retired music composer and an old movie director meet at the same glamorous hotel. The music composer wants to relax and live out the rest of his days in peace. But the film director wants him to get back into the game. Will he? Now for something we're getting. Shucks, Pay Back the Money. No, really, that's the title of this movie. It's about a comedian who loses the Curry Cup, and to win it back he has to make a documentary that portrays Africa in a positive light. What follows is hijinks to the max. Next is RSC Henry V, the latest retelling of Shakespeare's classic. The king, Henry IV, is dead, and his son must take the throne. The only problem is, it's hard for Henry V to leave his rebellious youth behind. What follows is an insult from the French Dauphin, which ultimately leads to war. It's finally here. 30 years after the original trilogy has ended, we finally have its continuation. Star Wars: The Force Awakens. Heroes new and old unite to take on a new enemy known as the First Order, led by a Sith Lord known as Kylo Ren. The new main characters Finn and Rey must learn to wield the power of the Force, or else evil will conquer the galaxy. When the battle for the galaxy begins, may the Force be with you. Next is Trumbo, starring Bryan Cranston. A successful screenwriter's career comes to an end when he's blacklisted as a communist. Does that stop him? Hell no, he just does his job anyway. We're also getting Suffragetti, a biopic movie about the early feminist movement in 1912. These people had to fight for their freedom and fight for the right to their voices, to the point where it became a dangerous game of cat and mouse. And finally from France we have The Bellier Family, a movie about a rather odd group of people. The father, the mother, and the son are deaf, so they have to rely on the daughter as their ears and voice for the outside world. And the daughter has a demanding music teacher. You can imagine how much pressure that puts on somebody. And that's all the movies this month at the Bridgeway. I hope 2015 has been good for you, and once again, Merry Christmas. See you at the Bridgeway in 2016.